Recently, I've been getting a lot of packages in the mail, one of which is very special. My brother was fortunate enough to send me a box of a lot of my childhood trains, most of which are HO and a few are O gauge that came from my grandpa. Today, we're going to be looking and seeing if any of them will still run after all of these years. Now, I would like to say, in the future, I'll probably have more of these videos because I have a lot of trains that are still in my hometown. But for now, we'll definitely take a peek at these few. It's a big box. I mean, seriously, look at this thing. It's a lot of trainage to fit in, foot by 10 box. First up, we've got some decoration. As you guys know, I probably need this because I really don't put too much effort into modeling. But this is some label decorations, which I just thought they made, the grease that I use. For example, some of it's right here. That was my understanding, but I guess I'm wrong. You learn something new every day. And then here's a few more decoration pieces. We've got some shrubs and such. And we've got some figurines and some assorted cars as well. I'm a big fan of VWs, so this guy right here is pretty sweet. Let's pull him out. We have another addition for the telephone line gang that we can add on to the one that we opened in the last video. Finally, we've got this very pretty wintry tree. None crazy here. Looks like feet. Next, we've got some Bachmann Easy Track. Just some random assorted pieces. This one's got the power hookup. Then I've got these two crossing gate boxes. This one looks like it's meant for Easy Track. And this one looks like it runs on your typical HO2 rail. Some cool pieces for sure. Now, one thing you guys may be noticing is that a lot of this stuff is Bachmann. And yes, as a kid, I really like Bachmann products. So in turn, I bought quite a few, or I should say my parents bought me quite a few. Thanks, Mom. With that, let's take a look at our first Bachmann piece. We've got this nice grain car, Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan.
It's a really nice piece, and we'll see this bad boy rolling around, and luckily it's got some nice metal wheels, which is super cool to see. Now we've got this powered B unit, and this one came from my grandpa. Cool little backstory about this is whenever I had first gotten it, it was missing the couplers. And I remember taking it to a model train shop, and I was like a little guy. I went with my dad, and I was like, hey, would you guys be able to, put some new couplers on this? And they're like, yes, totally. I remember it taking forever, and then when I got it, they literally just fell off. They didn't tighten them down or anything. They were just immediately broken. So at some point, we will fix this and we will give glory to this poor B unit that has been disgraced for maybe close to 15-ish years. I don't know whenever my grandpa bought this. Probably a 15 to 20 years. I don't even know how old this is. Comment down below. Do you know how old this B unit is? Up next, we've got some of my favorites. I love Amtrak, and we've got two, what I'm presuming to be F3s in the phase 2 livery, phase 1, phase 2 livery. Let me know down below. One of these is powered, which would be this one right here, and this one is unpowered. I do not believe this ever ran when I was a kid. I could be wrong, but I know for a fact that obviously this coupler right here is broken, and I never ran anything with it. And if it did run, I guess I would just pull it in reverse. But this front truck is missing this outer piece, and it's a little rough. But these ones also came from my grandpa. Now, just for some misc rolling stock, we've got this flatbed, which looks eerily similar to one that we pulled out in this video right here whenever I got that 30-year-old train collection. And I remember this Burlington boxcar. Oh my goodness, this has so many hours. I would run this on like every train that I had. It's really good memories. Same thing with, oh goodness, this caboose right here. I would run this with any of the trains that had these claw style couplers. Full steam to Eugene. Hey, shout out, Oregon reference. So whenever I was a kid, apparently I knew what was up, because I remember one time I went with my dad to the local hobby shop and I got to pick out one train. And for some reason, I clutched up and picked this Walther's awesome 3820 BNSF engine. This thing is sweet. This was like my pride and joy. I took such great care of it. I remember I did break some of the railings one time on accident, and I was so upset. I'm just glad to see overall that this is still in great condition, and I cannot wait to run this. This just screams my childhood, and I loved this train. Sticking on the theme with engines, we've got this awesome cotton belt engine right here. I'm not too familiar with rail lines and such. I just like playing with trains. I'm not too deep into the lore. So comment down below where this guy's from. It looks cool. I just like fixing trains. Like I said, I'm not really too versed with the history. One day I will be. Contrary to what my channel may indicate, I actually like O gauge a lot more than I like HO. I used to be into HO, but not anymore. That being said, let's switch gears and start looking at the O gauge pieces that we have. First up, we have this awesome tanker right here, mobile gas. This is from my grandpa, and it looks like we are missing this piece, which coincidentally, got that right here. Damn, look at that. It's like brand new. So this is on my grandpa's layout. My grandparents, honestly, on both sides of my family, played a role into me getting into trains as a kid. But my grandpa on my dad's side had a layout, and I always remember and have very fond memories of going there. And like this piece of rolling stock was always going around on his O gauge layout. So it's super cool to have this piece back in my collection. And again, thank you to my brother for sending it. Similarly, we have this super heavy metal indented flat guard. Based off that number right here, 6561, here's a photo of the actual freight that should have been on it. I'm going to take a guess that it should have been a transformer, like a red transformer. And you'll be able to tell if I was right or wrong. Finally, y'all, we've got one last piece, and it's inside this nice orange box. This right here is none other than a submarine. Well, this one's actually one of my brother's rolling stock that he has so graciously given to me. Thank you to my brother, who I know is watching this. Big, big, big thank you. I love submarines. I have a personal interest in them. So it's super cool to have this rolling around on my layout. I don't know about y'all, but I'm itching to get this stuff on the rails. So let's see it run. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but there are a ton of like pieces that came from the cars that were in here. Look at all those pieces I just pulled out right there. I have no clue what this is, but this came out of the submarine. It was like in here, and then I just pulled it out. So, because the nose fell off. So if you guys know what that was, please let me know down below. Since I'm running the submarine, I felt like it would only be appropriate to have the Navy switcher be pulling it. Let's see it rip. I think I figured out what that rubber band was for. I'm pretty sure that my brother or I or our father or my mom, somebody added it at some point to keep this nose from falling off, because as this train's just been running for a little bit, this nose is already sliding back out. So I think that was a mod that my family did. All right, up first we've got our Ford Mustang B unit. Let's see if this will still run. I think, unfortunately, I'm tripping again. I could have sworn this has a motor, but I definitely don't think it does. This is the second video that this has happened where I thought that a B unit was motorized, but it's not. So whatever, on to the next. I'm just gonna say this is a GP39 because that's like the only train that I know that looks like this. So let's see if it runs. It's so close. It wants to go, it really wanted to go reverse. Oh, it's warming up. Oh, don't die on me now. Oh, come on. It's so close. It does not like the easy track that I threw in over there. But it's getting there. It's coming back alive, that's for sure. All right, heck yeah, that's awesome. All right, up next we've got this powered Amtrak F unit. Let's see if she'll run. Oh, nothing. Oh, it's coming alive. Oh, come on. Oh, no way it makes it around this part. Oh. Oh, come on. Come on. Dude, let's go. No way. I thought this didn't run. Okay, it arguably doesn't, but I would give that a kind of a success. Again, it seems to really get caught up where my old Easy Track is. Seems like all trains are having the issue though, but overall it's an okay runner. And finally, we have this beautiful wall. There's also what I'm going to say is a GP39. Oh, excuse me. It says right here, it's actually a GP9. Close enough. And look at this. It's still got the original tag on it. So it looks like it was on sale for $43.98, and I got this in 2013. Heck yeah. I got to be careful. Just drop it. Just slam it on the ground. It's so funny. This is arguably one of the nicest trains that I own. Let's see if it runs. It's like it didn't even skip a beat. It's getting a little stuck on that black fast track. Oh goodness. I wanted to keep the black fast track on here for just to be kind of cool, because it's like, oh, it's the same track I had when I was a kid. Seems like it's just giving us issue, so I'm gonna swap this out for the gray fast track. Rest in peace. I mean, this stuff's really been through it. I beat the living crap out of this when I was a little guy. After a few minor adjustments, we are so back. Let's get this GP9 back on the track. Heck yeah, that is awesome. So cool seeing this run again. Now for the part you guys have been waiting for, let's get the rolling stock on. I'm starting to think that this caboose was part of a rail convention, because it says 1987 NMRA convention. If you guys know what that is, please comment it below, but it's got this sick, I can't remember the name of them, but here's a video of a modified one that we had running at my local club. But it's the ones that have the cab in front of the boiler. But anyways, this piece is actually really, really cool. We've got the rolling stock hooked up, and yes, did the unthinkable. That is a claw coupler with the Katie style. Let's send her down the track. There's no way that's gonna work. Well, it was a cool idea, but it's not gonna work. However, we can hook up the B unit. Heck yeah, look at that. What a train. Oh, come on. There we go. In honor of their memory, we'll put the flat car in the caboose there. Oh, and how could I forget? Telephone pole gang. Thank you guys for watching. It was super cool being able to fire up these trains again and to really take a trip down memory lane. Super cool still seeing them rip after all these years, especially since some of these came from my grandpa. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. You may have noticed that I have this soundboard or the sound deadening material on top of my layout. Yes, slowly but surely, the new layout is coming together, and I do have a new track coming as well. So stay tuned. Hopefully next video, fingers crossed, will have us building and looking at my new layout. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.